34 years, yeah, exactly 34 years. You even threw me into psychiatric hospital twice. So it was a really, really smart saving procedure that you did. Who the fuck you think you are? Yeah, that's true. Have people do stupid shit like I do, and then what you do is, you go in the back, you shoot the motherfuckers. Who do you think you are? Yeah, that's correct, man. That's the way to do it. And you did manage to prove all that you wanted to prove about me to the world. Since you said that there's one you are definitely not afraid of, and that's me you pointed at. You did, you succeeded. Oh, good for you. Good for you. For you, scum, extremely important to get the pay on time, right? It's not? It's not? It's very important because your families cannot eat. You cannot even have families. You cannot go buy yourself a car. You can't. It's important that your employer pays the fucking money, because there is employer out there that might not even pay you money, right? And then you go and you report your employer here and you report your employer there, and you know, right? It's a racism, it's a discrimination, it's this and that. But for me, it's not important. Fuck me. Soviet Union had fallen down when I was 19 years of age. Now I am gonna be 54. So who gives a shit if you don't get paid for another 35 years? And it's not about getting paid, but instead you are genocided. Who gives a shit about that, right? As long as we have it, as long as it is. Yeah, that's the way, that's your logic, that's your logic, man. You went on to promote some all kinds of people out there at expense of me, at my expense. And to me, what you did with me, what the fuck you did with me is you tie me eyes, or I should say threw me a sand in my eyes repeatedly so that I could not fucking see, right? Beat me up some more through forced unemployment and so on. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you get your money, that you get food on a table. That's you. It's all about you, not about me. It never was about me. It was always about you. Good for you. And Donald Trump, you can go and announce another 2-3 million, another 2 trillion. You're so efficient, man. You're so good at, man. This is the best man ever, I tell you. The best guy ever, the most qualified man ever. So smart. He was during MK Ultra that Prince Charles, now he is a King Charles, yeah. King Charles stated, who do you think you are? Yeah, really. Yeah, who the fuck you think I am? Yeah, really. Who the hell do I think I am? Yeah, I'm a nobody. I'm a nothing. I'm a trash. Just like you wanted. Just like the way you demonstrated. You demonstrate. You prove it. I'm a trash. I'm a nobody. And yes, of course, I'm mentally ill. I'm mentally ill. That's me. That's me. You are king and I'm mentally ill. That's it. That's it. Me being fucking what exactly? A fucking Elon Musk or who? Sergey Mikhailovich Brin? Maybe Mark Zuckerberg of Jeff Bezos? I'm not fucking worried of that stuff. No, it was better under the Soviet Union. It was better in Yugoslavia. It was better like this. Man, you made fucking trillions of dollars. You fucking exist because of me, scum. You fucking exist because of me. Who do you think you are, huh? Huh? Nobody, like I said. Mentally ill I am. That's all the fuck I am. Sick. Thank you even for the opportunity to give me the chance to write the blog, which is disgusting. This was your job. It was your duty to come out, give to the people ABC about what went on. And instead, with those additional, what is it, 25? I can actually, that's 34 years, right? How I lost another 34 years on that stuff. $34. As a part of the terror campaign during MKH, it also involved the blog to be removed. Removal of the blog. This also was a part of the campaign. So to say, we go to the inbox. The blog was 2 hours ago. The blog was removed. The Auser Times blog was removed. This was a part of the terror campaign negotiated between Slovenian, in a parenthesis, police, Tanja Fajon, an entire blogger team, American politicians such as Bill Clinton, Joe Biden, Donald Trump, obviously. It was just a part of the campaign that was to be used. In this case, the blog was going to break the record of 100,000 something views per month. So what they did was they just took the blog down at kind of a crucial time. Negotiated between Slovenes, between Robert Golob, Milan Kučan, I should say, and United Nations. Antonio Guterres directly knew about my blog takedown in the future. He was the one who, instead of intervening, stopping it, giving me assistance through United Nations, was certain that once they are going to put the blog down, that they would host the blog, my blog, literally at United Nations. Was anything wrong with my blog? The answer to this question is no. There was absolutely nothing wrong with my blog. My blog was just a depiction, a demonstration of ultra violence done against me by the so-called Slovenian police, Illuminatis, Western royals. British royals were extremely excited and demanding the blog to be taken down, to be taken off. Yes, this was another instance which demanded the blog to be taken down. Nothing illegal ever, nothing criminal ever was depicted, demonstrated on my blog. Not a single time have I made one single mistake. Anything that I could be taken to the court, anything that I could be viewed, pursued, or anything. Now, if it is offensive to Illuminatis for me to depict, for me to describe their abuse, their torture methods, their violence, that is something completely different. That's something that I have no control of. I don't have, who the hell am I to, I don't own, the blogger, that's one thing. I am not the owner of the blogger, I'm not the owner of the Google, I am not the owner of, the laws, basically, in the United States of America, or the laws pertaining in Slovenia, or the laws pertaining, whatever laws, even in Russia. I'm not the owner of the laws in Russia. I'm not the owner of the laws in Serbia, or in Belarus, I don't own them. I don't own the laws in North Korea. This is just laws, right? that are out there basically to benefit, obviously based on what you see here, those who did this stuff to me. I'm not the owner of those. It appears to me that, however, they are the owner of those. And so that anything you say, it can and will be used against you even if it is true. Because the true might be just too much. Is it too dangerous for them? If not, then why would they take the blog down? I don't understand any of that stuff, man. If I say I am going to kill you, that I exist, that I breathe air, basically to kill you and your families, I'm not through the court proceedings, through the lawsuits, I'm not short of telling you the truth. And it's my right to say this to you. It's not my right to say, oh yeah, fuck yeah, haha, what you did to me is great, it's awesome. Do you want me to thank you for this? Do you want me to ask you for the money for something that you have used against me like this for 54 years? You deleted. You fucking killed me if you don't understand. You fucking killed me. You took 54 years of my life. I know there's a lot of people exaggerating the stuff out there, but this is not exaggeration. This is 54 years of life that you delete from the person. And me getting excited like this about blog taken down, don't you see how this shit impacts my health? Don't you fucking see that? This alone is attack on a health, on a mental, on a cardiovascular, on a health, on brain, on everything. 54 fucking years through forced unemployment. This is a heart attack. This here alone is attack. This is serious. This is real. Just as the way you see it, it's real. It's not fake. You see it with your own eyes. You see it. Now you ask yourself, who the fuck did this? The one who did this shit is the one who did this shit. The one who engaged the violence. The one who was used to do the violence. That's basically a police. That's the one who doesn't want to do the work. They don't want to investigate. They don't want to do their job. They don't want to do their public duties. They don't want to do their citizen duties. And you're going to say, but somebody else did. Of course that somebody else did. They never do it directly. But it was their duty to protect this blog. It was their duty to demand for the truth to be out there, for people to see about what the hell goes on with a certain case. Because this is not about the freedom of speech. You're confused. The freedom of speech is a political blah, 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 blah. This is about the right to tell about the genocide, about the extermination procedure, and is therefore completely different animal from some sort of free speech. Free speech is being used by the neo-Nazis. Free speech, actually, my issues, my blog, my life was used by the neo-Nazis to promote their views, their agendas, and they were not threatened at any point in time. They just wanted to promote illegal, criminal. And they did this through extremely illegal, extremely criminal practices. By using me as a bait, as a life example, basically, on what it can be done to a person. So, to demonstrate, basically, democracies in the worst light possible. Democratic Party is full of Chuck Schummers and Joe Bidens. It's situated with the Bill Clintons. It's situated with fifth column is what they call it. Let that not fool you about why this blog was taken down. This blog definitely was not taken down by the black people or by the Latinos or by the Asians. That I guarantee you, whoever did this. their lives are more at stake, their lives are more in danger, their lives are much more, they have gone through much more hardship than the whiteists, and foremost their Eastern European counterparts from Vladimir Putin here in Slovenia, from Milan Kucan. They were much more at stake, or over there at United States of America, where you have son from the ex-Ku Klux Klan boss sitting inside of the White House. Their lives are more at stake than lives of those who enforce this policy literally through the European Union Court for Human Rights, through the European Union Commission, through United Nations, and so on. That's one thing. We got to establish who took this down and why. Jews have a big problem with my blog, including Sergei Mihailovich Brin, Larry Page, in a parenthesis, the founders of the blogger, Google, etc., etc. They had a lot of problems with it. And these are not the only Jews inside of the blogger. Actually, Google, I should say. There is a whole pack of them that had a problem because simply I didn't see myself in Benjamin and Netanyahu's extermination agenda for the Gaza, basically. So, the blog is, as you see, has been taken down, at least briefly. They do give me advice. They talk about harassment, bullying, threats. Man, I'm here to fucking kill you. I will always breathe air to fucking kill you, motherfuckers. To come after you and your families. To take everything you have, including your underwear. Get you behind the bars and destroy you, basically. That's what I'm here for. I'm not here to say thank you. Oh, they have expectations, the blogger. They have expectations of the blogger, and I don't blame them. Of course, they have expectations at every blog, they have expectations at absolutely every, how can I even say? They have expectations at absolutely every, hosting company out there. Even if I would go and I would host my own blog, they have expectations, laws, etc., etc. Issue I am not going to discuss. I'm not here to tell you that you don't have the right to file the complaint against me, against the blog, against the stuff that I do, and so on and so forth. No, I am just here to tell you that based on laws, based on treaties, etc., etc., you don't, as a law enforcement agency, have the right to dismiss this blog as a hardcore MKUltra evidence, as a genocide evidence. I'm not here to talk to you about the laws. I'm here to talk to you about more obvious, about more evident. And so, rather than to do your job, what you did over there at CIA, at the FBI, at the Federal Bureau of Investigation, you have just decided you're going to remove the evidence, basically kill me, get me killed. That's what you decided you're going to do. It's a simple thing. There's no philosophy about this stuff. And then you're going to say, oh man, how the fuck this guy does not like United States of America? Yeah, what is this 54 years of ethnic cleansing, genocide? Anyways, what the fuck is that anyways? What the fuck is this to sleep 8 years for 4 hours or so? Shit sleep, half sleep. What the fuck is that? To go around like I do. and still do this stuff, huh? What is it? At least you can say, we make him not even earn a single cent. Yeah, you're gonna have a one satisfaction out of it. You can tell your people how good you did. Yeah, I'm a terrorist, man. You can tell them how good the fuck you did. You can tell them how smart you are. You can tell your American citizens. You can tell them how ingenious you are. We went from $1 trillion plus that you claimed you owe me into exactly what you see here within 54 years. This is the final payout that you get when it comes to MK Ultra. And make sure you tell the people he did not even know what the fuck went on. I like that one the best that was involved in MK Ultra. Make sure you tell the people he did not know what the hell went on. He didn't do the job. He didn't know what went on, you know? You know, he's just crazy guy. He's just mentally ill guy. I knew, by the way, that this is going to happen because everything is based on MK Ultra brainwash. Absolutely everything is based on MK Ultra brainwash. Let me demonstrate you, please. Let me demonstrate you. They plan on taking down my blog, my video channels, from New York to Tokyo and everything in between. Paris, New York, Tokyo, they all discussed about how they're going to take this and that down and so on. This is not new. This is not new. Let me demonstrate you what exactly goes on with this stuff here. You know, the blog's so excellent. This blog's so fucking excellent. This blog is so damn good. You know, I just love this blog, man. That I requested so many times for every blog I have written, because I knew that they're gonna do this stuff sooner than not. It was just so good. The blog was so fucking good that, God, I swear to you, I didn't even want to miss a single fucking post that I posted on the blogger. It was so meaningful to me that if they would take one of those posts and that I would not take care of that I would not download the stuff, man, that would be really bad for me. You know what I mean? So that's why you see so many data requests, download requests. I love that. I love this blog, man. I so enjoyed knowing what a value I created out of truth pertaining to the MK Ultra bestiality lynching. And we're not talking about ordinary. We're talking about, yeah, definitely not only the most political, but we're talking about really father and mother of all MK Ultra crimes pertaining to torture. And I did not even describe whatever went on. Maybe 25% of the stuff, it's about maybe 75% more that needs to be upgraded about the stuff for me to explain about what went on. But the stuff I did when I recall the MK Ultra procedures about the stuff that went on, I honestly did not even anticipate I would come anywhere even close to creating something like this. I mean, I am more than happy. I'm more than satisfied, I should say. I'm extremely, extremely satisfied. It's a masterpiece. I would not trade one for any money, for anything in the world. This reminds me, literally reminds me of Joe Biden, who had me at a Staten Island? Staten Island, New York, right? You got a Staten Island. I'm already like Donald Trump, man. Yeah, I don't know if I if I did pronounce this properly, but it reminds me of Joe Biden, this shit. It's all too much, man, because I got myself in a... They keep delivering me on a Staten Island and demonstrate me this property is, how, etc., etc. You know, I'm talking about the oceanfront houses for sale, that kind of stuff. Lots, empty lots, and so on. You can actually see them right here. Small lots, you know, that's like worth, I don't know, maybe million, maybe $3 million. Let me just see if I can find something here to demonstrate you exactly what I mean. This is people actually own like front ocean stuff, like, you know, something like here, you know, if you would dump here a housing project, you know, house here right next to the shoreline, you know, in that sense, you know, they probably don't. Well, there is a space for some house right there. It reminds me of, I'll be honest with you, some kind of a baggery. Yeah, it reminds me of shit, basically. I know that this is beautiful. I know that this is gorgeous. But this is truly, truly beautiful. Truly, truly is magnificent. It's truly, truly, truly is beautiful. Yeah, it truly, truly is beautiful. Really is beautiful. But when you own somebody $1 trillion, you can trust me that he would not be pleased with it. You understand? It reminds me of that kind of a cheap economy, basically. Cheap shit. It reminds me of fellow here Novo Mesto people that traveled to the Staten Island, like a physician who came to pick me up at police station on October the 30th, 2024. He was all shaky with the police on a thought that I would own a piece of land here, that kind of stuff. I really didn't even want to see it because of what I stated to you. You worry too much about demonstrating me a piece of lot with obviously what would be freedom in return to extermination procedure. This is not a tyranny. You're fucking stupid, man. I lost 54 years of life because of you, scum. And more than 50%, more than 80% of you involved in MKUltra were not even born in 1971. You don't even know what the fuck the Soviet Union is. And none of you have done nothing other than breathe fucking air. And that's a fact. Including with the Joe Biden, and he is much older than I am. Including with the Bill Clinton, and he is much older than I am. Including with George Bush. Including with every one of you Americans, such as Warren Buffett. Forget about Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk and etc., etc. You come up in my face and start to talk about this shit. Now you understand why I couldn't fucking see you no more. Why I didn't see myself in it. In you. Not in it, but in you. I couldn't see you no more. You're too fucking disgusting. And so now the only thing you have left these days is, let's go to the Yahoo front page. Maybe... It's not exactly the picture I aimed at. I thought I'm going to see the photos of the National Guards shot. I thought I would see that stuff. But It's not there, but at least Donald Trump is there talking about the National Guard being shot. So that's your cheap shit economy. That's how you get your economy going. That's what the fuck you get. You know what I'm gonna say to you? Enjoy. It's all yours. You took it. You earned it. You earned it like this. Finally you earned it like this. Yes, it never happened. Tell the world it never happened. That's a big statue over there, Statue of the Freedom you have in New York. Don't you have that big statue of freedom? That's your fucking Statue of Freedom. You know how much? Do you know? Let me explain to you something about this stuff here. Do you know how much I will ask for the stuff that you owe me? $2 trillion, especially because of what you did. You did the stuff with worse intent, you did it with maliciousness, you did the stuff like this with anger against me, you returned kindness with anger, with issues that had nothing to do with the reality. Claiming even that I was a racist and all kinds of stuff like that. It's going to be $2 trillion. And there is a good thing for you. If you don't want to pay it, that's good. I will die away. I will fade away. Bye-bye. And you're going to save yourself a lot of tax dollars. And you'll be able to tell the people how crazy the fuck I am, what the fuck it was, and what the fuck it was. And the truth pertaining to this case is going to die away with me. The only one who's going to know about the truth is going to be you, who deleted this blog, who was showing me finally a cheap lofts over there at the Staten Island over there in the US, and everything is going to be wonderful. Everything is going to be wonderful. They're going to send you a medals, trust me, from Russia and from China and from India and from all the countries in development. They're going to send you a medals and going to say, bravo, хороше, super you did, this is the way it's done. They're going to promote you. Trust me, what's going to happen is your trade relationship, your friendship is going to go, immediately is going to go higher and higher. Yes, 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 it is stupid. Yes, it is stupid. Yes, yes, it is stupid. But under any kind of circumstance, I would say, yeah, that's a stupid talk. But in my case, this is just a reminder of what you have become in the United States of America, in Britain, in Germany, in Scandinavia, in France, in Italy, and all over the place. That, and then maybe I might be even completely wrong about it. Maybe you were always about this stuff. I don't know. I really don't know. I'll probably never ever find out. You know why? Because I am not going to settle for less. You say, oh, we're going to give you so much. And you know what is going to happen? I'm not going to settle for less. I'm going to go and I'm going to fucking die homeless, whatever the fuck is going to be. But I will never ever settle for less. And I'm satisfied, literally with the satisfaction, that my blog finally was deleted. That hopefully you're going to delete absolutely everything, including this channel and absolutely everything. For me, the main pay, the main reward for me is that I did the blog, that I actually created this masterpiece for the people out there to see it. Yes, I'm so fucking crazy, that's right. You know, when you lose 54 years of life and your health is like this, you gotta have some kind of satisfaction. He talked about that I'm not gonna live for too damn long. Some people, I'll be honest with you, I'm surprised I live up to the age 50. I was you don't understand the stuff that I have gone through. You have no fucking idea. It, like William Shakespeare wrote about stages of life, my stages of life are very, very different when compared to ordinary people. And I saw a guy one time, I saw different people who actually did die. They actually passed away. They did. I would consider that as a young age, some 50 and so on. And I was just a younger man, and I said to myself, I was watching these people, and some of them are alcoholics and just didn't want to work, and they just didn't want to do this stuff. They had too many opportunities. It's not about that they wouldn't have opportunity and they just live shitty lives and do what they shouldn't do. And but I said to myself, man, I was looking at these people, and I said to myself, you're probably not going to be. I was thinking about this. It was so hard. It was so fucking hard. I remember in 2000 and I immigrated back to the U.S. in 2008, and they started to fuck with my employment issues again. I was started again applying all over the place. That was in Chicago, and later on they came and started to blow on my soul that the Chicago is total unemployment and this and that. You're stupid. You choose the wrong locations, and I don't know. You know, they never want to take any kind of responsibility for anything, absolutely anything. But this was all about the employment, and there was all about you not having the right to go and claim social support of any kind. I mean, one way or the other. Never got one in the United States of America. Even that I spent enormous amount of time unemployed in the U.S. And I was just catching, you know, the opportunity that I would get the chance to work, and what they were using, you know, to get me work even 24 hours straight and that kind of stuff. Basically just did everything possible to, you know, and, you know, I was sure, man, that I am never going to get to live up to the age 50. I will be in 2 more weeks. I am going to be actually 54 years old, which is crazy. That's 4 years over than 50. That is, for you, that's like ridiculous, but for me, it's especially because of the food, especially because of all this stuff that went on. This depression took a toll. It sounds, for me personally, it sounds thrown into psychiatric hospitals, eating the fucking pills. It's amazing that I am already 54 years old, and actually that I did all this stuff, that I described the stuff that went on the blog. Quite colorful, quite meaningful, quite in a way to make readers, people understand about what is going on with a person when they do shit to you, what they do to you, what they did to me. So I'm not going to have any regrets. If I drop that today, if I'm not around tomorrow, I'm not going to have any regrets. The only thing I'm going to say is that's good for your Fed, right? That's the company that takes care of your banking solutions, financial solutions, and you're already in so many trillions in the debt that you're going to save yourself a lot of fucking money with it. This hate speech, I guess, or bullying or harassing that you refer to, that's going to save you a lot of money. So, don't you think so, that your men that were coming here to negotiate with KGB, with this people, in a parenthesis, for me, shit, not people, in Slovenia. There you go, you found the common grounds. You're always looking for the common grounds. You're improving things, getting things better, more efficient for you. And that's the idea about the government. Donald Trump is going to be able to say, hey, I save you $2 trillion. That's good for you. That's very, very good for you. That's very good for you. Donald Trump should be today, by the way, I save you $2 trillion, man. You know what? Maybe you can put him as a king. That's even better for you. I wish you all the best. Thanks for watching this video. Till next time. Yeah, there'll be next time. There'll still be next time because I'm still going to be a little bit around. Oh shit. I need to demonstrate you why I knew that they're going to take the blog down. Let me demonstrate you this. You're still going to see me a little bit around. It's not over. But based on MK Ultra terror, in a parenthesis, I didn't give a fuck about, really. I didn't care about the shit they talked to me about. Look how many request downloads I did. Just love this stuff, man. Based on all this stuff here, they started to send me, they started to ship me yeah, shit, hey, that's interesting. I didn't do a good job when it comes to indexing and stuff. Oh no. Yeah, why wouldn't I demonstrate this shit here? I finally took time to create the indexing option for the Auser Times. Yeah, I actually followed the video instructions and I did that. All to my disappointment, as it says here, a server error, 5 times whatever the hell that is. I don't know anything about that stuff. But it was involved in MK Ultra, literally with Sergei Mikhailovich Brin, talking about that one. I'm surprised because, yeah, this is the bastianauser@gmail.com and I just don't see the... Oh, there you go. Braden, monetize more. Final reminder, Google is terminating a safe publisher account. Q4. This is what was used to be like for you to remind you, who will take your blog down? Must be very careful what you publish. Oh, keep sending you this warnings and so on. Oh my god, man. There is a fucking site that doesn't give a fuck about the warnings. Who gives a shit about the warnings? That's me. I don't care about no fucking warnings. Yes, that's why, because I don't earn money with it. I don't go into the category of the political commenters and so on. I go into the category of personal description of MK Ultra. I don't make any earnings, and all basically I demonstrate the stuff that I have gone through based on facts, based on what went on inside of this house. What I do is basically am mentally sound enough so that I would not go out there and death threaten people, intimidate people's people with the death threats. Of course we don't do this. No, I have the right to kill you through the court. I have the right to get you shot through the court. I have the right to get you killed through the psychiatric hospital. I have the right to incarcerate you. I have the right to sue you and take every fucking dime you have from your kids, especially if they participated in it. Yeah, I know, but that's me, that's not you, and that's me, and it's... I don't know for another person like this. Maybe there is more. But I do have the right to do this. I didn't say I'm going to go and attack somebody. I didn't say I'm going to do somebody to somebody just stuff like this out of blue. This is just something I didn't. That I have the right to express my desires, what I would like to see to be done with Slovenia? Yes. Yes, of course, based on the stuff that was done to me or to any, let's say, individual during the World War II that was thrown into concentration camp, or they killed him, whatever they killed him, that person actually had the right to express himself. That person has the right to wish for it. You understand? I do. It just happens so that I do. You need to go and you need to read about what extermination is, genocide is. Then you can go and you can actually apply to me, talk to me about the stuff that I did wrong. Why didn't you simply, whoever submitted this request, take in account that I am a victim of MK Ultra brutality? Oh, because it's not convenient for you. Well, okay, it's a matter of convenience, but it's not a matter of loss. It's not a matter of loss or a matter of, placing lives in danger or something like that. It's just a matter of convenience. It's more convenient for you to kill me, basically, therefore. That's what you were saying. Yeah, I agree with it. As I stated, if you don't kill me, I will kill you. I'm never going to stop doing this till the world is going to repeat after me. MK Ultra, MK Ultra. This is not about the Epstein. Epstein was used for what? To cover this here. This is what was used for. Those kind of warnings are actually preceded with my having blogs from this account, this very same account, Auser Times, taken also off. And what's interesting about it is that they were taken off after I published a video about my not having the ability, which was the video that I used to share the blogger, right, with the people, with the world. That's what we did. I did that stuff so that I could share that stuff with the world, with the people. And once I video recorded that video, the only thing that happened is the next day, somebody, of course, is watching this, or maybe even same day, became disturbed in respect to other blogs that I have listed under my blogger account, which were totally evident, totally visible on that video. And so then the same day that they started to remove my my other blogs from this very account that had nothing to do with any kind of fucking policy. There was like a store that I created, online store, which however I never launched because of so many threats that I got from the local Slovenian police, also from Americans, that I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do with me. That's gonna be, I don't know how many $1,000s that I'm gonna have to pay them if I'm gonna put merchandise on the internet without having company registered, which makes sense. It makes sense. I'm not saying that you ought to void criminal charges against me for doing something illegal. That's not what the fuck I'm saying. I'm not saying that I should go out there and just put the stuff on sale and violate laws and do stuff like this. That's not what the fuck I'm saying. I never said that. Let me demonstrate you this. That's interesting. That was interesting, actually. That was really interesting experience. It's just like more of the stuff like the one that you see here. Google is cracking down. Are you prepared? That kind of stuff. Look, Brandon monetize more. Google is cracking down. That started with November the 20th. You see this stuff here? this was all, basically what I'm doing is I'm demonstrating you that this here, it's all based on MK Ultra. This is exactly what they described me, how my blog is going to be taken down. And yeah, it's going to be taken down for a Christmas with Sergei Mikhailovich Brin. Actually, it was, listen, I don't mean to be a jerk. I don't want to be jerk. I don't want to intimidate, in respect to this blog, anybody. For me, it's already great experience that I was capable to, like I said, to do so much of this stuff already. To put this stuff on the internet is already awesome. You know, it's incredible. But all this stuff was, Sergei Mikhailovich Brin admitted me that not only he, but also others that host blogs, I was supposedly the one who decided about the blogger, even existence of the blogger. How the hell is that possible? Well, it is, because in year 2000, that's long time ago, there was a few other companies that also offered a free option, blog option on the internet. And it just happened that inside of this room, inside of this house, it was decided about Google having the right to publish. I don't know how the hell they do that. For free blog, and they took all others. Several other companies that offered blogs, they just delete them. This is all government finance stuff. It was all negotiated, the British royals of the internet, and Google was the one that was selected about this. And so Mihailovich suggested me that, yeah, for the new year we do this to the people, a bit naughty, with several others that do blog hosting also on the internet. They were really making fun of it, like yeah, I mean, exactly in this sense. I know this is, but understand that the point about MK Ultra is drive person crazy. And so this kind of a nutty behavior, I had to do it. I apologize. I know that it might get eventually, it might get heavy, but I am trying to portray basically the stuff that went on. You understand? I'm not the stuff that I like to do, but you know, this is the way it is. They act like Ultra a little bit stupid, basically, to do, you know, to I don't know, to make you, I don't know, psychotic or something in that sense. That's what they try to do. They try to make me eccentric, you know. They try to, during MK Ultra, they always try to drive you out of your skin. They always try to drive you out of the skin. And this is what I was the best at. I was simply impenetrable. It just didn't get through no matter what. But yeah, they did get through sometimes during MK Ultra. They did get through, but what they did was, at the end of the MK Ultra, they would make sure that I would always spend time with next to some beautiful lady, or blah blah, talking to somebody. They always want to calm you down. They never want to return you in real life like a total mental patient. No, the stuff they were doing with me goes what you don't actually see during MK Ultra. You don't see any kind of mental patients inside of the asylum. Even if you would go into asylum where you would find, and I never was there, from personal experience, that I would go and visit and see the patients, people in that type of state of mind, I've never seen it. So for that matter also I cannot say. But this reminds me of, I've seen these soldiers from the Eastern Front that they returned to the Germany, or soldiers also, I am not even sure, maybe French or I don't know, British, I don't know, and they suffered blow to their head, explosions and stuff like this, and they will be just completely, like totally out and stuff like this. Yeah, this happened frequently on million occasions. What's interesting is that in a real life, when I would get back into the real life, I would be just like not every other normal person, but much, when it comes to mental health, much stronger. Very, very, very not possible to move one way or the other. Very basically straight connected, without any kind of mental issues of any kind. So let me demonstrate you this stuff. Now let me demonstrate you how they did this stuff here. Okay. So this is what is this here? This is November the 20th, and yeah, and there was more to this stuff. I don't know where the hell that is, more to that stuff, but yeah, you can see that right there. They talk about some kind of violations and stuff like this. Let me do this stuff here more. Braden monetized. This guy was inside of our house. That's a white guy who was saying he was bagging and bagging and bagging. Look, this is already October the 9th, you see. One violation can wipe out. This is actually these emails, they discussed them with me, these future emails. Yeah, I know, and he's gonna say that he got a job just yesterday over there. But they did with everything like this because their job, you see, the job is, what is the job? Well, the job is to demonstrate that you're fucking mentally ill. That's their fucking job, basically. Or maybe they're gonna say that he was a young man. Yeah, because I'm sorry, nobody showed me the IDs during MK Ultra. I just identified a girl who was involved in MK Ultra, flirted with me when she was 6 years old. I'm not even kidding, and I have proofs about that stuff. So but basically, I said 6 years of age. Might have been even 5. You're gonna say, how the hell is that possible? You're a pedophile. No, man, because during MK Ultra, when they throw you into the state of mind, trauma, when you're in trauma in a state of mind, you interact with the people just as normally as anything else, except that you are not quite, you don't have the ability to discern, basically, if they put you a child in your face, the age of that child, or it can be an older lady and you're not going to be able to tell her age. You understand? Based on interactions with others, you might be simply searching for something that you can rest your brain on. And if they present you a child like this, or they present you old lady, okay, it can be too damn old, but that stuff happened too. You're gonna fall in love with something just like this, because falling in love is actually good for your brain. It really is. Going a little bit crazy is good for you, for your mental health. It rests your mental health. Really, I'm not serious. I mean, I am serious. Yeah. So anyhow, they did this stuff here. Now I am trying to understand Google data. I don't understand what is the this kind of stuff. This is basically what we want. Come on, man. Okay, so what I will do is I am just gonna Google this stuff here. We're gonna do this here. We're gonna do this one down like that. Boom. And let's see this. Google location. Okay, so I understand. Yeah, I don't even understand. I understand, and I don't even fucking understand this stuff here. Let's see this here. I was trying to upload my blog to another account that I have. This is this one here. And so there you go. What the fuck? This was just a store, a beautiful idea concept for the store that I was gonna launch. I made a blog that I would be using to sell the merchandise stuff, like stuff on the internet, and they fucking removed me this stuff after I don't know how long this stuff was on the internet. Yeah, it is true. You couldn't buy from me anything at this point in time. Now, like I said, I wouldn't want to go and expose myself to inspectors, to that kind of stuff, to screw me up. I'm not going to go and do that stuff. That would be like obviously taking a chance, right? Yeah, and I would really not want to get the bill for a few €1,000 after this scum in Slovenia even declined me the ability to launch the company here in Slovenia. Upon a return from Poland in 2020, where I already made the whole concept for the store in Poland, they made sure that the people whom they finance for their companies, they make sure that they would not give me the assistance, the government assistance to even launch the online store. They would not even do that. They give you a break, tax breaks. They even give people money basically to support them at the beginning to launch their stores and stuff like this. If it's promising, I don't understand. I don't see what it would not be promising about this. And they make sure that I would not have any of that stuff either. It wasn't about only finding a job, but they just wanted to make sure that they strangle me on every fucking, absolutely, that you would have no fucking chance, man. Absolutely, without giving me any kind of social support handouts, which they are throwing to the people. They're giving everybody money. They're dumping money in the dumpsters, basically. And they just wanted to make sure that, that my lifetime unemployment would remain a lifetime. And so then you can see here, I don't know what the hell is this, your blog, Auser Times blog download. This is another blog that I did that I was using to test if you can, to upload the, yeah, and here you can see another one also, by the way. And this goes to the November the 23rd. That was like 5 days earlier. You see that stuff? Blogger Auser Times 2025 has been removed. Yeah, you understand? There was nothing there really. Those are the issues they discussed with me during MK Ultra. They're gonna be doing to me before they're gonna put my blog down. And your blog is gonna be taken down for the holidays. Yeah, all right, okay, all right. Hey, by the way, let me tell you, you can. I say basically this is pretty much identical stuff. You can take the fucking gun and shoot the fucking guy and save yourself money with it. That's easy to fucking shoot me. They talk about the snipers and all that stuff, how they're gonna snipe me and stuff like that. That's fucking easy. You go somewhere on a fucking hill and and that's it. Money saved, basically. Yeah, that's how it's done. Ursula von der Leyen is gonna be, yeah, European Commission for the Human Rights, and etc., etc. US, the Justice Department of State. Just a little tip, I mean. What is this here? Let me just see something here. Yeah, this one here. This would go here. Here we go into this category here. Okay, so I thought that this is going to give me a chance to see my videos. Okay, there it is. Okay, so now if I go to November the 23rd, then 22nd actually, you're gonna see that I published a video where you can see this issue with my telling viewers that yes, it is okay, it's nothing wrong with the way you see it. I am now forced to download 12 gigabytes in size. Every time I do the stuff, it's 12 gigabytes. It's big. It's 12 gigabytes that you have to download. That's basically what the hell is this thing here? That's statistics. That was on November the 24th. Those statistics, they're way higher than that. They're way higher than that, and I did not video record that stuff. And now the blog was taken down. They obviously stopped the statistics, the growth of the blog for me to demonstrate the interest of the people for this thing. They just stop it in their own way. What a way to do it, huh? Where the hell is that? Is it actually? Is it here? I'm not sure. No. It's probably not here. Probably is not here. So that's probably meaning. Okay, that might be that's actually here somewhere that I uploaded to this blog, but I did publish the ability for the people to download the blog again. I'm not sure when exactly that was, but I do think it was on November the 23rd, just 22nd I should say. Then the next day I started to get the message about the blog takedown. We take your blog down, you know, stores and stuff like that, to remind me, we will come after your blog and your blog will be taken down. This is where local psychiatrist cops was simply with his police officers from a Novo Mesto. He was just thrilling. He was totally thrilling about this stuff. This is, you see this here about a new blog system, this kind of stuff here. That's exactly the one. You know, once I published this, then the blogs started to be taken down. And for that matter, I also know that the one who took down was actually the people from the blogger. They had their people, they had their hitman in a parenthesis that they had used based on MKUltra's scenario to do exactly as I stated.
Is where Miran Sudin, a garbager I already have spoken about, was flourishing. Simply, he was flourishing. He was totally obsessed about.
And then it's this kind of issues, this kind of stuff here. Try our beta. No, not that one, but let me just. That stuff was also involved in it. They started to take down blogs, flag them, till I would give them back for the review, so they would post them back on the internet. You would also get the message like this, like the blue that you see right there on the top, that's blue. They would flag me the stuff, and what I would have to do is basically give them for review to the blogger so that they would publish them back. That stuff was all involved in MKUltra, everything. And so let me see this shit here. So I go here, right, and I try to demonstrate to people there's nothing wrong with this damn blog, right? And what it does is it actually shows other blogs that I have posted under this whatever account. This is I don't know, Auser Smart or whatever, right? So whoever is doing this shit now is watching the other accounts that I have, right? Because I go right there and
then what you would do is you would just click on this backup.
Yeah, I demonstrate people how the hell obviously to do this stupid.
And the only thing that would happen is you would really die. We're not really pertaining to the blogger.
So whoever did this shit, he saw these blogs that I have under other account and went on to investigate the stuff that I have. It sounds to me like I would be dealing with the children. Seriously, like I would have a like I would have a 6 or 7 years old, and he would be watching the stuff that I do, and then he would go and he would be searching basically exactly the stuff that I have to see what that is, you know, what do I have. Like a child, basically childish as hell stuff. I mean, you're going to see here on the side where it says Auser Times right there on the upper left side.
Whenever you would publish a certain
I'm going to try to upload this crap.
Just like, as an example, I'm going to give you this one here.
Okay, you need to watch this video to understand this shit. I'm not going to go through this stuff. Okay. Basically, since, at least I hope so, they did not take absolutely everything down to me, I'm going to actually demonstrate you. Oh, no, I can do it right here. There you go. So there is also that can be taken off is basically a Google Auser Times option, and then also can be also taken off is a Auser Times a transfer station, and then it is also Auser Times USA, and then we also have a Crazy Uncle and Times Holland. Crazy Uncle is good. Let me see if this one still exists. Did they took me this one down? No? Ha, shit. There is something for you to do. If you're up to this one here, there is just 6-7 posts. It extremely angered Donald Trump. It extremely angered Donald Trump. Donald Trump saw this, ladies and gentlemen. So that's like at Crazy Uncle. Just like Barack Obama insisted that I should make a blog, Crazy Uncle, with the name Crazy Uncle. And so, yeah, this was they are from Barack Obama, a Crazy Uncle. But he didn't give me idea about Donald Trump. That came to me naturally. Just like you see this blog now, and the next thing would be, this blog would be flagged, it's got to go down, or whatever, it's got to go down. You know what I mean? The same shit, basically the same thing. So that's what this shit is. Now, is anything going to change about this blog? The way I do the business? No. The answer is no. Why would I change anything? Why would I do this? Is it my fault that you, at law enforcement, at police, don't want to do the job? Am I guilty that you don't want to go and investigate police? I'm now guilty for you're not going out there and getting criminals arrested for doing extremely unethical, criminal, murderous stuff? That's not my fault. Now, if you ask me, I will say to you, I'm a human being. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm a human being. So why the hell would I be at fault here? Why would I be guilty for the stuff that I described, that I, you know? And I'm still alive, obviously, as you see it. So I would say cheers to health, but that's what you get now. That's how we do it. That's all for this video. It actually makes me laugh about all this stuff. A lot of people would be stressed out as hell, but obviously I got no reason to be stressed out. A crazy uncle is something I suspended for the time. I'm not gonna say that one time I might actually not start working on it. It's a spicy stuff. You see, maybe I should just continue with the crazy uncle, but I will not do that to myself. I can already smell over there in America what they would be thrilled about giving me an upgrade from Auser Times to a crazy uncle. Auser Times was entirely my idea, and based on Auser Times, it's all kinds of times that popped up all over the place, including with the Russians. As much as they hated me, they started to copy the stuff I was doing, and the writing style and everything. What I was gonna say, the Auser Smart is being removed. And then we got this one here, and so no, it's actually here. No, it's not. Let me see that stuff here. Is it? Oh, so it's not. Oh man, I think he had a lot of problems with me. He was so he was losing his mind. Yeah, well, you know. You can go to appeal, and you make an appeal. This blog has been locked, permanently deleted within 89 days. Okay. Yeah, even after 89 days, the prisons are still going to be open. That I guarantee you. So, even if you delete this blog, that doesn't guarantee you that you're not going to be kicked into the jail. And eventually, you know, or a psychiatric hospital, or prison, or both, or maybe even executed on some square or something like that, in front of a fire squad or something like that. I all welcome all that stuff. Its world would have been a better place if that would be the case. But you scum, you are right at the top, right? So nobody can do anything to you, right? So you are, yeah. At least you can tell the people now that this never existed. Think it positive. I'm just thinking about what kind of scum you have to be to do this. Fucking low lives that are involved in this stuff, it's unprecedented. It's just unprecedented. Unprecedented. People are asking me, why would I not want people to meddle also in MK Ultra, that in MK Ultra? Because that's ID, and basically, based on my opinion, the way I see these things is because I don't know any one of you fucking shit other than kicking your ass, including the National Guard that you see right there. Yeah. You forgot to pay the money. This is where the fucking problem is. And the issues that you injected is like a worker. You work for your employer, and when you're supposed to receive a paycheck, the employer brings some other bad guys and they start to fuck with you so that you forget about your paycheck. That's why it's coming. That's why I didn't want you anywhere in this matter on my side, assisting me, and etc., etc. You don't deserve to be on this side. You are asking me, is there anything else we can do for you? Is there anything else? Yes, and so many times I told so many of you, go to the police station and report crime pertaining to my case. He said, that we cannot do it. Oh, you cannot do that, then keep it. Like I said, it's all yours. Folks, I'll be honest with you. Do you know what the world is made out of? Huh? You know what the world is made out of? The world is made out of princesses and princes. And the world, yes, dressing themselves nicely, promenading, The world is made out of the YouTubers. The world is made out of boxers. And the world is made out of bakers. They go to work every fucking day. Workers that go and kill their time with a shovel in their hands along the road. That's what the fuck the world is made out of. I'll be honest with you. The world is made out of Warren Buffett's, super billionaires and trillionaires. There is no trillionaires yet. But Elon Musk's, Zuckerberg's, entrepreneurs, geniuses. This is what the world is made out of. Not out of the losers like myself. I'll be honest with you. Not out of the losers like myself. The world rests on the heroes. You are the heroes. You are the people who power this world. That's what the world is rest upon. Here's a $2 trillion. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of fucking money. In today's world, that's a lot of fucking money. When you have so many people that own hundreds of billions of dollars, that's a lot of fucking money. We read about that Moscow money, about the Belgrade money, when I was 2 years old, when they started to torture me in Moscow and Belgrade. How I promoted the Hollywood, how the whole thing went. Learn about that stuff so that you're going to know what kind of money you have, what kind of car you drive, in whose car you sit, in whose house you sleep. Literally. That's what the world is made out of. I don't fucking know that one day eventually I'm going to find myself on a Staten Island and a parcel of $200,000-$300,000 or $1 million or $3 million for doing the stuff I did. After you talked to me about the money during my early childhood, teenage years and so on. I had no fucking idea that everything is going to be reduced into a parcel with the ocean front. I had no fucking idea about that stuff. Because if I would not want to... I have a waterfront right here and I think it's better, more beautiful than any fucking ocean front that you have over there in America, by the way. I had no fucking idea that the whole thing is going to reduce into something like this. Had no idea, but you guys are very ingenious. You guys are very, very entrepreneurial. And so, through the psychiatric hospitals and through the police in Slovenia and through all that stuff, you painted your own picture, right? You're painters. Charles is also a painter. You know how to paint. You know how to paint the reality to the people. You demonstrate the whole different value of life, right? That's what the world is made out of. I was just thinking about what the fuck am I going to do now? This basically is what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if there is something that triggers Auser Times out there so that people can actually see this here, this thing. Under this thing you're going to get, I'm gonna get you a blog, the whole blog, so that you can have this shared with other people. And I'm gonna do that at my convenience. After all, the holidays are for the people to holiday, to be in a holiday spirit, basically. So I'll probably go out, have a little walk, fun, and then at my convenience I'm gonna do the rest of it. We have plenty time for that stuff. It's time for me to take it easy. That's exactly what I'm gonna do, right? Holidays are for the people that have good time to enjoy themselves. The thing is that I did explain to you about the holidays, how the holidays were in my life. I did talk to you about how the birthday was, the MK Ultras that preceded the birthdays, and finally what local psychiatrist here in Novo Mesto gave me for the birthday. in 2015, 2014, when she threw me for the birthday, literally inside of the psychiatric hospital. Milan Kuchan, Robert Golob, Novo Mesto Police. Holidays, it's a holiday season. This is basically, you know, every day is a fucking holiday. For me personally, from now on, every fucking day is a holiday. You know what a holiday is? The holiday is when you don't have to mind fuckle yourself about explaining people world anymore about what happened. When you have proven your case beyond any doubt, fucking holiday every fucking day, because it's a peace of mind for you. You can walk on the street, you are somebody, you are something, real somebody, you're real deal. You're not somebody who shuffles around and is faking his real himself and basically stealing a little bit here, a little bit there to get around, basically. Is waiting for the holidays to come to worry free. You know, this is the definition of the holiday for me. The definition of the holiday for me is when you don't no longer have to worry about your own identity, who you are, what you are. So naturally I'm gonna go out a little bit and have a good time. That's what I plan on doing. And then I'm gonna come back and eventually you're gonna see this, and I'm also gonna do that other stuff. Or maybe I'm gonna do now, I don't know. A blog down below that you can freely go and download and upload one to the internet if you know how to. Anywhere in the world, you're free to share one with the people. However, without any charges involved in it, without any personal gains, financial gains. Just for the world to see, just for the people to see the so-called democracies, the way this Western world, the way this whole picture is, the difference between them and between the China and between the Russia and between the, you know, entire landscape, the global landscape, so that you can see basically how it works. What happens to a human being when human being turns his human conscience to the government interests? What happened when you turn your human conscience to the government interests? What happened with your life, basically? It's an awesome blog. The best blog ever. Nothing like this ever was done. And nothing like this possibly, not even 5%, I guarantee you, can be replicated by using somebody else. If not otherwise, health-wise, you're going to fail. Before you know, you're going to fall apart. I was thinking about this last message. So this last message, already based on my memories from MK Ultra, the way it was, the way they were so eager to take my blog down. When you see this blog on whatever knows where I'm going to put this video, that should make you feel good about yourself, you know, about going on your work from 6 to 1400 or from 07 to 1500, hopefully at daytime, or I don't know, 16 to, I don't know, that should make you 16 to 2200. That should make you really feel good about yourself. Basically, you're having the money, you're having the ability to buy yourself whatever the hell you need. You know, you're taking care of your family. You know, buying yourself a nice gifts, and yes, sir, that should make you feel good about that loser right there. Yeah, that's what the world is based. That's what the world is made out of, right? That's how it is. You got it, man. You got me. You got me. I can't get Donald Trump out of my head. He would talk to me like with a most dead serious attitude. It would be like, you know, like it was like this. You know the trouble that he put us through and this and that. I can't get serious about that stuff because I think about that stuff. It's just it's not that I took one seriously. The thing is that I would slam one so badly that he would not pick himself up. If I only could, if I only had a chance, I would give him such a hammer, such a slap, that he would not fucking pick himself up in 1 week from the floor. You know? I would give him such a fucking slap, because the thing is that these people understood not the need where you got me into, what kind of shit you got me into in acting, faking, shitting in somebody's face under this type of conditions. They fucking understood none of that stuff, man. That's why I gotta laugh about that stuff. It's laughable. Truly, it's laughable. The clowns that I have seen in this thing, you could not make this shit up, man. The stuff that I have seen, the people, the type of people that I came across, not all of them, but the scum that got into my face with their issues, with their pretensions, with their shit, is simply unprecedented. The stuff is simply unprecedented. And it goes also, foremost, it goes for the British Charles. Yeah, I really hope this is going to make you feel good. How small the fuck I am, right? How small the fuck I am. And you in all those policies and with all those people and with all that attention, with military and media writing about you, how big you are, right? Like I said, this is what the world is made out of. It's got to be. It's got to be everything. It's got to be winners, right? It's going to be winners like you and your son William and Harry. And it's got to be losers like myself. Like this.